Well, welcome back. It's 5:14 now, and right now leaders in our state are weighing the next steps after Connecticut Children's Hospital announced plans to phase out gender-affirming care for anyone under the age of 19.
Your reporter Marcy Jones is live outside the hospital in Hartford to explain how they're responding to this. So Marcy, break it all down for us.
Well, the governor actually says he really wants the attorney general to look into this and kind of get a better understanding on the impact on Connecticut families. He also went on to call the decision disappointing, vowing that the state won't turn its back on kids in need. Gender-affirming care at Connecticut Children's include a range of support from social and psychological services to behavioral and medical interventions like surgery, all based on the individual needs of each patient. The change comes after a January executive order from the Trump administration that threatened federal funding for hospitals providing this type of care to anyone under 19 years old. That order was blocked in court in March, but similar programs at other hospitals, including Los Angeles, have started to shut down. In a recently released statement, the hospital said in part, quote, "This process is being carried out in a deliberate and planful way with ongoing communication and support for the families and team members directly involved. It continues to be an evolving and fluid situation." The Hartford healthcare system has said that they will continue to offer gender-affirming care to adults that want it. Your reporter live in Hartford, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.